Hello, friend.
Deliberately feeling gratitude is one of the most helpful and essential tools for living a happy and productive life. Last week, I talked about why gratitude is so helpful, and this week, I'm talking about exactly how I go about directly applying and practicing gratitude in my own life. Welcome to Philosol. My name is Ollie. This kitten is yet unnamed. Gratitude is a shift in your mental and emotional state. It pulls you away from feelings of anxiety and lack and pulls you toward feelings of security, capability, fulfillment, happiness, and power. It lets you feel capable. Gratitude attracts more gratitude. This is how it works. This is the very nature of gratitude. When you feel feelings of gratitude, you want to be grateful for more things. You look for more things to be grateful for. That's how it works. And this makes it an incredibly useful tool for living a happy, healthy, and productive life. I know for me it's incredibly helpful because I've been prone to feelings of anxiety and hopelessness, and feelings of gratitude directly combat that. When I feel this anxiety, my life sort of can grind to a halt, and I end up not doing the things I want to do. I end up not feeling like working on Philosol or my other hobbies or other things that I want to do and be the person I want to be, because I kind of have these emotions of like, oh, well, these things aren't enough to improve my life or somebody else's. And these feelings, they're inaccurate, they're not true, they don't have to be true, and they end up taking away my time, my moments, right? They end up taking away the life that I want to live when it's my life and I can choose how to live it. And they end up preventing me from taking the steps to where I want to be in my life. But when I focus on what I'm already grateful for, things like, things that in my life do make a positive impact, that shines a light on my situation, right? In this dark situation, it helps me see the other side where, oh, well, there are things to be grateful for. There are things that are helping me. And I have opportunities to do good things and live a good life and be productive and have the type of life that I want, be the person I want to be, and that motivates me. A great example of this was recently when I was writing the notes for last week's video, Why Gratitude Helps Us. I work at a gym, and it was after my shift and after my workout. I work out immediately after clocking out. And so I was kind of tired, I was hungry, I really had to get this video done. My morning that day was already pretty stressful even before I went to work. So I wasn't feeling super good, but I knew I wanted to get that video done before my next work week started. And I already decided to do a video on gratitude, and so I know I had to practice it, right? Because I want to be somebody that practices what I preach, and I already knew that gratitude is something I don't consciously practice as much as I should. And with Thanksgiving and everything, it's something I was thinking a lot about and learning a lot about at the time. So because I knew it would help me, I practiced it. I was just in the waiting area of the gym, and I closed my eyes and I simply focused on things that I am grateful for. So it's important to note right off the bat that this deliberate practice of gratitude, I had to really feel it. I had to really know it. I had to be grateful for things that I very directly, immediately felt grateful for. It had to be very authentic. I shouldn't just tell myself to feel grateful for certain things that I don't totally feel grateful for at the time. Maybe it's something that's frustrating for me that I'm working through, whatever. It has to be something that I really am truly grateful. I know it's not good for me to try and force myself to feel grateful for certain things in my life if that's also a source of contention for me. If I'm frustrated or whatever, and I feel this way, and I force myself to feel this way, it creates a disparity, and that just personally ends up frustrating me more, and I might even feel guilty because I'm not feeling as grateful as I would like to. And I talk about this more in my video When Affirmations Go Wrong, one of my earliest videos. It doesn't help me to try and force myself to feel gratitude about something when I really don't feel that way at the time, even if I would like to feel that way. And the fortunate truth is, it's okay to not have gratitude at the forefront of your mind all the time. If for whatever reason you're feeling frustrated or upset or whatever, and gratitude isn't really where you're at, it's okay to process those emotions. It's normal and healthy to process those emotions. And it is a process. It is something you work through. Work through it with the intention of getting back to gratitude, because that is where you want to be. But if you're not at the time, don't beat yourself up. Just work through it with the intention. Realize that you want to be in a state of gratitude. Now that that's out of the way, in regards to how I actually practice the gratitude, when I was sitting there in the waiting area of my work in this gym, and I was focusing on things I'm grateful for, it really helped me to focus on things that was immediately in front of me. Things I felt really authentically grateful for. As I said before, it has to be authentic. It has to be the opposite of forcing your gratitude, right? It's something you immediately feel grateful for, you want to feel grateful for, you already know that you're grateful for it. So, for example, it was a rainy, cold day, and I was wearing a really cozy jacket, and I was really thankful for the jacket and that it keeps me safe and warm and protected. Um, I was sitting at my work, and so I thought, man, I'm so grateful I have a job that I enjoy at that, and that I'm earning money, and this money lets me help my family and buy food and buy fun stuff and help my grandma, etc. All these things. And I can extend this even more. If I'm grateful for my jacket, right? I'm grateful for all my clothes, all my bedding and my blankets, my home, the fact that I have a comfortable and safe lifestyle. One of the most effective ways of feeling this gratitude is to imagine what life would be like without these things that you're grateful for. So what if I didn't have a jacket? What if I didn't have any real good clothes? What if I had to go cold? What if I had to sleep on the ground? I didn't have a bed. I didn't have a home. Or if I'm grateful for my job, what if I had no income? Or what if I just had a job that I really couldn't stand? Because I really enjoy this job relatively. I'm really grateful that I have this job. I'm grateful that I have people that I work with that are responsible and respectful and aren't lying to me or asking me to do ridiculous things, unlike some other jobs I've had. I'm grateful for the laptop that I have where I'm able to write my notes for my videos and upload them to YouTube. I'm able to watch videos and put in job applications to get these jobs, use email, play games, whatever. What if I didn't have that, right? What if I didn't have these capabilities? So think of something that you're grateful for, something that positively impacts your life, and then think about what if you didn't have access to those things, you didn't have those good things in your life. That disparity right there, that is prime gratitude fuel, right? It really puts a spotlight on the positive things in your life. Now I also have a desktop in the other room where I could also write my notes and upload videos and do these other things that my laptop lets me do, and I'm grateful for that too. And if I didn't have this laptop, I could still figure out a way to do Philosol. We can always figure out some means of accomplishing these things, even if we have to take some steps to get to that point first. But rather than that making me feel less grateful for my laptop just because I also have another computer, I actually feel more grateful. You should allow that to make you feel more grateful because you have two avenues of doing this, right? Because in case your laptop ever died, you have a backup, you have a safety net. And relative to my desktop, my laptop is more convenient. I prefer using it usually because I can sit on my bed or whatever. I can take it around and do whatever. It's a little more convenient. And because that makes things more easy for me, that's other time, energy, whatever, that I can spend on other areas of my life. And that is definitely something to be grateful for. So keep looking for these things to be grateful for. Search them out and focus on them and keep feeling them. It has been so helpful for me to shift my mindset because when I come from a place of gratitude, then I focus on the things I have, which helps me focus on the things that I can do. That motivates me to do more. It encourages me. It helps me feel safe and joyful. It's a healthy, productive state. And the beauty of it is, I'm not lying to myself. I'm actually being more honest with myself about the circumstances I'm in, my life, what I can do. Because when we are dealing with tough situations, which is the hardest time to practice gratitude, but also when it comes in handy the most, so please practice gratitude when you do already feel good to practice it. But anyway, when we are dealing with tough situations, it's so easy to lie to yourself about how bad things are, because when something unfortunate happens, it's like, oh, this is taking my attention. It's hard to think about other things, and you can actually end up fooling yourself without even realizing it, that the situation you're in is worse than it is. And I've done that a million times. This is all from experience, everything I'm telling you here. So gratitude actually helps us shine a light on these situations and reframe them into a healthier state, a more accurate state. It helps us see the other good things in our life. When we focus on the good things that are in our life at all times, then these stressful situations don't have as much power over us. If you want to know more about gratitude, I highly recommend checking out last week's video, Why Gratitude Helps Us, where I go in depth about the effects of gratitude. I know I'm really grateful that you watched this, and I really hope that it's helped you and that you share it with other people who you think will be helped by it. Please keep practicing finding things to be grateful for. Allow yourself to really feel it and bask in it. And try it out for a while, a couple weeks, whatever. Allow yourself to live in that state and let me know how it's changed your perspective. Much love. Thank you so much for listening. I'd love to hear your advice from your experiences in the comments. We're all growing together and it's very appreciated. You can click subscribe and then the bell icon to be notified every time I post a video. I post every Friday. Feel free to share Philosol with anyone you think will find it helpful. I want to help as many people as I can. Check out the channel page for lots more videos and other channels that I really enjoy. Until next time, much love.